Hi guys! In this Traveler's Notebook process video I'm doing today, which is a creative team project for Marisa Lerin at digitalscrapbook.com, I show her new release for the Good Life October 2022 bundle. Yesterday I showed the pocket card kit which is in this bundle, and I leave a link to that video in the box up in the right corner if you want to take a look. But today I will work with the Traveler's Notebook papers together with elements from the mixed media kit in this bundle. Usually I print my project life cards on 200 GSM paper, but since this should be in my Traveler's Notebook, I print on 100 GSM copy paper, so it won't be so bulky when it comes to the last pages. The mixed media elements are also printed on 100 GSM copy paper and cut with the silhouette. To make the elements a bit more worn and vintage, I took the Distress Ink Vintage Photo and distressed the edges, and to make them even more worn, I used the edge scraper. When I do my layouts, I used to start in Photoshop and then make a sometimes rough but even a straightforward digital layout, which I print out and glue into my project pad. So that is what I have done here. I start with the left side where I want my title to go, and I decided to have this element with the saying "I know this is a wonderful moment" as my title to the beautiful photo of the sunset. So now I'm working with layers, and since the background paper is kind of mixed media, I don't need to use as many layers as I would have if the background paper was in just one color. On the background paper there is a thread swirl, and I wanted to emphasize that swirl with a real thread, so I had to grab my little go-to box of threads to find something to go with the background. I love this washi type of tape. It's already finished with all the wrinkles and folds, so there's not much to do. Simplicity at its best. And I just realized that I forgot to distress the background paper. What a disaster! Sometimes, especially when I made a very small scratch in the paper, it can be easier to distress with a scalpel, and that's what I had to do here. And to make the curve to look worn, I blend with the Distress ink here too. I also want some frayed details along the sides, so then I have to tear the edges, and I do that with the edge scraper, but I can't do it by hand. I felt like there was something missing, and since I hadn't printed more of the washi type element, I thought of having washing from my stash into the torn gaps. Then, at least to me, I get the feeling of another layer under the background paper. Even though I love a bulky journal, it's not always practical to start with all the bulky stuff. So that's why I don't use, for example, craft foam to my spreads. Maybe that I sometimes use flower foam. To fasten the background, I use a tape runner with extra strong bonding. I also want to glue the background down slightly off-center from the spine of my journal, just to make sure I'm able to close it when I'm finished. The notebook is made out of regular 80 GSM copy paper, and the front cover is a cardstock, or in this case a 12 by 12 double-sided patterned paper. I managed to glue my right side crooked. Well, it should look like it was handmade, right? For the elements used on this page, I choose to use this fringed piece. And to really make the fringed part to stand out, I curled some of them with a brush, only because I couldn't find my knitting needle that I mostly use for this kind of things. I fell in love with this net-like paper piece, but that was a hard nut to crack when it came to the distressing part. But eventually I managed to get as near the look I desired. Another piece that was really hard to get the right look on, but with some patience I got a long way. Yay! I also found this cardboard paper piece, which was perfect for the background paper with its cardboard texture. Just realized that I didn't actually need the whole net part. The other half is something I can use for another project. Good. So now it's time to glue the pieces down, and mostly I use the tape runner, but for some pieces, especially the tinier ones, I have to use the glue pen. To digest photos, I find that the easiest way is to use a nail file. As for the text stripes, I distressed them with distress ink and the edge scraper, but I took it even further when I decided to completely wrinkle them up and just smooth them out a bit. I really love this bundle that Marisa has done, and I can promise that this wasn't the last time I used something from the October bundle. The only thing missing is a thread swirl. By the way, the colored dots up in the corner of the left side is a sticker from the bundle. I feel that the spread is finished with this. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and if so, please hit the like button, and I would be very happy if you decided to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for taking the time watching my video. Take care, bye bye!